Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Vol Report. It is I, Andrew Giovinazzi, Chief Operating Officer of OptionFit.com. There we go. Welcoming you to the Morning Volatility Report, and we have a little today. But before that, our VIX Primer course, if you're an Option Pit Live member or above, you get our Saturday courses for free. We walk through how the VIX works, how the ETPs that like VXX and UVXY work relative to VIX. It's a good course. It's been very popular. We do it once a year. We'll change it up obviously a little bit for the current market conditions. But we get a lot of happy people and a lot of clients generally from it. So with that, let's get to really what will be dominating the headlines. Of course, it's not Mosaic. It is Apple. We had a position. The strategy letter did not go so well. We will be looking at a repair strategy relatively fast here this morning. So with that, the reality is Apple revenues didn't grow. They shrank. That's not good. It already is a relatively low multiple company with lots of cash, but that didn't help. So all of the driving we had lately in Apple pricing from the Samsung, the Galaxy 7, I guess we see that when some sales figures start coming out for the iPhone. None of that was in the current. So if you want anything immediate in Apple, it doesn't look like it's happening right now. Tom says, sorry, I'm puzzled. What you have to do, Tom, is you go to the schedule and you click. I will answer this question after the vol report, so just stick around. All right. It will be there. All right. Sorry. Anyway, we have a little vol. We have a little bounce in VXX. So again, I think Apple's driving the NDX right now. There could be some vol selling opportunities in the NDX. We had some flies on that we closed yesterday. That doesn't mean with the little jump in vol we have today that we couldn't get something interesting. Again, I think all these little jumps in vol have been pretty good opportunities to put some sales on. So I don't think really much has changed with that. Let's take a look at VIX. We're getting a lift. We're getting our November future back. We have a few positions in our strategy letter around the vol products. And again, we're getting smaller moves down. That's enough to move the VIX up, but we're not getting huge moves. So once again, we're starting to look at the downside for next week. Really, what do we have happening? That no second futures 1485. There could be a little opportunity in there. We're going to price some trades around a settlement because we were just trading 13. Now, okay, the reality is though too is some of the vol here is now kicking in November. Volatility is up. 1 point, the election volatility for whatever reason now is getting more real. We had a pretty serious markdown in it. Here, take a look. Let's see here. And we want to get to SPY. Okay. Apparently not all stocks are going down. Let's get that tick chart. I want the tick chart here. Take a look here. Our 5-day for the SPY. Also take a look at how the volatility was running. Okay. We got some really low vols here, right? This is the November volatility. Tom, we can look at that in the chat room, okay? This is just kind of a recorded part. This is just post. All right, anyway. I know, it's okay. Keep the questions coming, though, because ideas are good. Anyway, just take a look. This is a sea change in vol for Nove. Okay, without question. We looked at a trade like this last week. Buying some of the election vol. I think we were right here. Right, traded down here. We closed it here yesterday, and it's now, for whatever reason, there's a little worry creeping in. So we'll examine that. But again, that's a next week issue. It's not a this week issue. So I think you would prefer anyway to trade something shorter term in the SPX, like expiring for Friday if you want to sell any juice, right? Maybe even the second, but sort of stay away right now for selling the election, at least for right now, right? Because it still looks like they want it. Okay. Again, I think the sell-off is mostly Apple. We still have Google coming out. We have Amazon coming out. Again, they could both be, you never know. Apple surprised on the downside, I think, a little bit. Google could surprise. Any stock could surprise on earnings at this point. But again, I see the opportunity to sell vol is a little shorter term. I don't think it's the election vol yet, because if history is a guide on this, there will be a steady bid for this volatility here probably until the election. All right, and with that, I will see all of you at around 10:15. All right, bye-bye.